Hey everybody, it's Sam the Respiratory Flux. Call me Flux for short, or whatever you want to call me. In the last episode, we started on the Purple Comets. In this episode, we're going to continue with the Purple Comets. That's just how it's going to happen for the rest of the game, folks. Got the Battle Rock Galaxy, Beach Bowl Galaxy, Dusty Dune Galaxy, Gold Leaf Galaxy, and Deep Dark Galaxy. Of those missions, I personally feel like I'm going to go for the Battle Rock Galaxy. I don't know why. I'm recording this right after I recorded the last episode, so I just got done with the Honey Hive Galaxy's purple coins, and those kind of are a bit sprawling. Battle Rocks is a bit more linear and challenge based, so I'm going to try and keep that alternation if I can between ones that are open and sprawling and ones that are a bit more linear or challenging. So, and this one is both, so that's fun. And the reason for that will become apparent when we start the mission. The purple coins on the Battle Rock. Yeah, these purple coin missions aren't often particularly cleverly named. But yeah, now you can kind of probably see where the trick to this is. The whole mission is a moving platform. And you have to get all the purple coins as it moves. If you miss any and can't get back to them, you have to restart the whole level. So, try not to miss any. That should be obvious, but even if you try, it can still be pretty difficult to succeed. Even though there's a pretty linear path here set up, and it looks like I'm going fairly slowly, it's still pretty easy to mess up. Like, oh, okay. Almost screwed that up. Gravity is not your friend, because getting flipped upside down like that can really mess with your controls. Now here's something you didn't have to do in the actual mission. Kinda gotta backflip over that electric fence to get those coins. And I managed to luck out a little bit as far as that. Here you've got that tries to lead you to the underside, but it's a little misleading. You gotta come back up right away, grab that from over the fence, and wow, one shot. That's pretty nice. And on this last little planet, there's nothing here on the bottom, unlike in the actual mission. There's a Gizmo here who says, hey, very nice. If you don't get all the coins, getting to the end, he will talk to you and say, oh, you missed some. Go back and do it again, and you will lose a life and go back to the start. Yeah, he's a little pushy. But anyway, with that, we have gotten the purple coins from the Battle Rock. I don't know, these purple coin missions, there's not really a whole lot to talk about, I guess. But they're still fun to do. The next one available is the Space Junk Galaxy. Yeah, I think how it goes is it tends to do a pattern. Like, when there's one, it's always the earliest dome you have an opening in, I think. And when there's two, or when there's multiple ones, there's one in each dome where there's an opening still. Anyway, Purple Coin Spacewalk, the Space Junk Galaxy. This one is kind of in between, I think. It's not particularly linear, but it's not particularly open either. You just kind of go to this area where the first star in the Space Junk Galaxy ended up. You just kind of start right here at the beginning. And you got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get to each of these little areas. The setup is slightly different. I'm not sure I remember entirely the best way of going about this, but the setup is slightly different from in the first from the first star here. And you just kind of have to be able to tell, yeah, see there, it's not going... Uh-oh. That was almost dangerous because that wasn't quite what I was expecting it to do. Yeah, there, okay, there, it is possible to jump that. I was just a little bit paranoid. Okay, I think here it kind of does a little bit of a weird thing. Okay, whoa now. Anyway, grab these. The time limit is not actually that threatening. It just makes things very awkward, and you tend to panic a bit when you have a time limit going. So, yeah. And if you can't see where to jump, it may be best to not try to jump. I think going down the center here... No! Damn it. I'll try that again. And if you die on the way back to the star, you do have to get all the coins again. Fortunately, I think I know a little bit better the pattern of the platforms, so I can probably just kind of go through. And this one, I'm pretty sure you can just jump that. It doesn't look like you can, but you can. Now, there's 10 little circles of 10 coins each. I almost fell in there. Whoa. There's a fairly decent path to getting through all of them. Yeah, I got through that much faster that time. Getting back to the start. Yeah, I don't think that's a place that's good to try and jump. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing it a little safe here, but it gets you back to the star all right. So, yep. I can already tell that I just had footage error because my capture screen froze for a second. Hopefully it doesn't cause any desync. If so, well, I'll try and fix it. Your screen may look a little funny for a second. Anyway, finished off the fountain dome. Got 4 more to do. One in the kitchen with the beach bowl, one in the bedroom, the gusty garden, one in the engine room, the sea slide, and one in the garden, the dreadnought. All of these we've had as options before. The beach bowl and sea slide are pretty open, free searching ones, which I'm thinking is what I want to do. The gusty garden is a kind of a timed one with a lot to do, and the dreadnought is basically just like the battle rock, only harder. So, I think my thought is to keep doing what I've been doing by clearing out the early domes, because we haven't seen these levels in a lot longer. And I'm going to finish off this episode with kind of a nice leisurely stroll through the Beach Bowl Galaxy. I don't know. That seems like a plan. I think with that kind of pattern, we might be able to keep a pace of 3 an episode, possibly more, depending on the episode. I haven't really been watching my time on this recording, because, yeah, I don't know. But I think I've only been recording this. Yeah, it's only been about 10 or 11 minutes or something on this one, so this should take us to a nice round time to finish out the episode. So, got Beachcombing for purple coins. At least it's a little bit clever. Ish. Got purple coins all around in here. There's some fun stuff you can do with getting these coins. You explore the level a bit more than you'd have to otherwise. Got the penguins. Today's swim class is independent study. Yes. Independent study. I don't think I've taken any independent study courses in my college, whatever. Listen closely to everyone if you want to gather the purple coins. Basically, they're saying that the penguins will have hints as to where there are purple coins or aren't purple coins, or how to get ones that you can see that are a little not so obvious. Grab a vine and spin with question mark? No, the control stick. And you can live your dreams of being Tarzan and swing around and around in circles on a vine. Oh! That was a beautiful landing. Maybe not so beautiful sound. And, oh yes, this level does use the spring mushroom. And it also gives a weird, like, weakness to the spring. You go into water with the spring, and you turn into normal Mario. It's kind of strange. I guess springs can't swim, so it makes sense, but you don't really see water. Oh, no, wait. I think there are places you can see water with the spring. Above the coach's head. Heh. And if you look first-person view... the camera's not wanting me there. There is indeed a single coin floating above the coach's head. And I did not mean to fire that star bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab those while I'm up here. There's a couple down here in this little pool that we never had to swim in here before. But now there are 2 purple coins that make you do it. I think, yeah, there's a couple over here that you want that are up in the trees. And some of these require judicious use of the spring mushroom. The other place that requires the spring mushroom to get to is up here. There's some coins here you need the spring mushroom to get, and I don't think there's another place to get a spring mushroom. So you might want to grab those first before trying to maneuver. Actually, you might also want to get to the top here, because anyway, I don't know. I'm running out of things to say already. You could probably get up here without having a spring on, but yeah, there's coins in the trees. There are purple coins in the trees. There are purple coins in the trees. Oh, God. If you've seen that video, you probably follow some of the same people on Twitter that I do. And on YouTube, for that matter. Good for you. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Spring Mario goes a little bit slowly sometimes, and you don't control very well, so you try to stay away from edges or places where you will lose your spring when you still need it. So unless you absolutely have to get rid of to get to the edge with a spring, which is kind of one of the more annoying potential things you have to do in this game. Anyway, take a dive, because we've done all we need up here with the spring. There will be more we have to do with the spring to get onto those trees. Now, I think one thing I've been meaning to say, but I haven't really gotten a good chance to say it. There are no purple coins underwater in, like, the main underwater area. They're all on the land or in that little tide pool thing, more or less. Or in the air. Are there... Yeah, there's one here. You probably want to get that as normal Mario rather than trying to use the spring. Because that can lead to some pretty disastrous falls. This coin is risky enough in this tree, because you try and get into the tree and you can bounce in ways you were not planning to. I think technically this coin, those two trees near that, kind of near the pool area, are a little easier to get to without the spring than the other ones are. But you can still use the spring to get to anywhere. This penguin is just kind of sitting up here in the tree, chillaxing. Check out the sweet view. Yes, indeed, that does look like a pretty sweet view. And yeah, there are purple coins underwater. I think actually, wait a minute. I think if you talk to some of the penguins, they will actually tell you how many there are underwater. Rather than, it's free time in swim class today. Play nice, all right? Play nice, yes. By play nice, if you mean jump on your head to get a purple coin from the air above you, that's fine by me. Doc. If it's purple coins you're after, there are 5 of them in the ocean. Okay, yes, there are 5. That's not many, but it's more than none, which is what I thought there were before. But if you look in there, there are clearly a few. There's, like I said, there's only 5, and I don't think any of them are particularly well hidden. You're in the way. I'm not even trying with the Brooklyn accent for the penguins anymore. I guess I'm just, I don't know. I haven't seen much of the penguins to try and use it. Get away. There is sort of a wall, a glass wall here around the beach, around the ocean stuff. I think I've gotten 3 coins in the water so far. There's a 4th one, and I think there was one more. I think it was one I even saw. You can kind of put the brakes on with your shell. Oh, that was a really obvious place. Anyway, Mario, get to the surface now. Anyway, I'm gonna go over to the other side of here because there is actually something to do that I kind of didn't have a good place to do. Stuff to do that's didn't get good place to do. I think we're done with the spring, so that's fortunate. But yeah, there's penguin here. Grab a vine, basically saying you can jump off of the vines. Here is something a little bit tricky. You got to jump to this little swing, the vine swing. Swing up to grab all those, and then there's that one just kind of on that pillar in the middle of the water. It can be a little difficult to aim trying to jump to it from the swing. I think you can wall jump off of it, which is actually much easier. Anyway, I haven't really talked about anything but the levels this episode because they've just kind of been the thing to talk about, I guess. Yeah, he's telling you can use your camera to get a good look around, which I guess that's still weird tutorial stuff for this late in the game, but at the same time, that is pretty solid advice that a lot of people don't necessarily always think to do, is to just change the camera if they can't find something. And he's just reminding you that you do have that option, I guess. But anyway, come back around here, and there's a little tree here with 4 coins in it. And that, as they say, is that. Yes. And then you kind of have to just bring yourself right back around here to grab the star. That's pretty much all there is to it. So, that was another 3 missions. I think I will call that an episode. In the meantime, go down in the comments below. Respond, vibrate, feedback, resonate. Tell me everything you think. Tell me what you think. 111. Galaxy complete. And in the next episode, I think we also completed the kitchen dome. So there's only 3 more domes left to complete. But yes. in the next episode, we will head to wherever there is another star to grab. I will see you next time on Super Mario Galaxy, where we head, apparently, to the bedroom.